Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Jeff Passing Through. Today, we're visiting one of Burlington's most overlooked places. No, it's not a museum or a vintage diner or even an abandoned tunnel. It's the Burlington Public Library. And before you click away because you heard the word library, this place is actually way more interesting than you may think. Modern libraries aren't really just about books anymore. They've become part community hub, part study space, part creative workspace, and part, please let me sit in peace away from humanity for 20 minutes. This is the Burlington Central Library, one of the city's key public spaces and a place that quietly does a lot more heavy lifting than people probably realize. And visually, it's a really nice building too. Clean, modern, bright, and it says knowledge with decent lighting. Libraries like this have evolved way beyond rows of dusty shelves and stern eye contact from across the room. Now, I didn't come here to quietly whisper beside bookshelves. I'd like to give you a proper look around and show you what Burlington's actually built here. All right, let's head inside. Right away, this feels a lot more open and inviting than the old stereotype of what people picture when they think library. There's a real sense of light and space in here, and that instantly makes it feel more like a modern community space than just a storage facility for books. And that's really what libraries have become. Not just places to borrow things, but places to use, work in, learn in, and spend time in. Honestly, if more public buildings felt like this, I think society would be a little bit less unhinged. Of course, there are still books, which is reassuring. Civilization has not completely collapsed. But what makes spaces like this interesting now is how much they're designed around discovery and use, and not just storage. There are also all these little pockets for reading and working, studying, and generally being productive. For a lot of people, places like this are incredibly important for public access to technology, quiet workspace, and resources that not everybody has at home. And that's something that we often take for granted. A library isn't just convenience. Some people consider it very useful infrastructure. Architecturally, this is also a really pleasant building to be in. Lots of openness, lots of natural light, and none of that depressing institutional energy that some public buildings occasionally specialize in. And the details matter too. It doesn't feel cold or overly clinical. It actually feels designed for people to want to stay. That's the thing about a good library. It should make you want to slow down a bit. And honestly, in 2026, a quiet indoor space where you can think for 5 minutes without someone trying to sell you something is basically a luxury amenity. There are also spaces clearly designed to make this welcoming for family and kids, which is exactly what a strong community library should be. Even the most basic of accommodations. And like a lot of good public libraries, this also acts as a community connector, not just a place to consume information, but a place where local culture and local life still show up. You really get that calm library atmosphere people romanticize online right before they go home and scroll their phone for 4 hours. So after taking a proper look around, I can safely say that the Burlington Public Library is more than just a quiet place with books in it. It's thoughtful, modern, welcoming, useful, and honestly one of the better examples of what a public space should be. If you've never really explored here before, it's definitely worth a visit, even if you're just coming here to feel a little bit more organized than the rest of your life. If you've enjoyed this one, stick around, because there are a lot more overlooked places that I'm going to be exploring in future vlogs. Thanks for watching. Till next time, I'm Jeff passing through today.